morning, everyone. Today, today is a very special day. It's the end of term and of our Christmas play. We are going to celebrate the Festival of Light, and we are marking it with a beautiful, beautiful story of the seven ravens. We have all our kindergarten children present, from the daisies, sunflowers, roses, and irises. So please lay back and enjoy the story as it unfolds. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a mother and a father, together with their 7 sons. They lived so happily in their home, but they longed to have a little baby sister. And after many, many years, they were finally blessed with a little baby girl. And she was brought by the angels.
Ding dong, ding dong, bells are ringing. An angel a child to earth is bringing. Ding dong, bells are ringing. An angel a child to earth is bringing. Ding dong, bells are ringing. An angel a child to earth is bringing. Ding dong, bells are ringing. An angel a child to earth is bringing. Ding dong, bells are ringing. An angel a child to earth is bringing.
And the mother received the tiny little baby girl, and she rocked her in the cradle. Cradle, cradle, swinging. Hey, ya, to the child you're singing. Hey, ya, little sister steps from heaven to the day, this little girl fell very sick. And the father and mother were very worried that she might die. So she called the 7 sons. And he told his 7 sons, "My dear children, your little baby sister is very sick. She might die. I want you to go down to the river and get me some sparkling water." He gave them a jug, and off they went. The river is flowing, flowing and flowing. The river is flowing back to the sea. The river is flowing, flowing and flowing. The river is flowing back to the sea. The river is flowing, flowing and flowing. The river is flowing
Back to the sea. The river is flowing, flowing and flowing. The river is flowing back to the sea. Back to the sea. Back to the sea.
They finally got to the river and they started fighting over the jug of water. And unfortunately, it dropped into the river and was carried by the waves of the sea. They were shocked and surprised and filled with sadness. They didn't know what to do. They sat down there wondering what they're going to tell their father. Back at home, their father was waiting for them. He kept on checking at his clock and looking around to see if his 7 sons were coming. It was getting dark. It was getting more worried. Then up the sky, he saw 7 ravens flying. And he said to himself, "I wish my 7 sons would turn into 7 ravens and fly through the mountains and come back home with the sparkling water." Immediately he said these words, his 7 sons turned into birds and started flying up. We are 7 ravens, we are flying to the sky. We are flying so low and we are flying so high. Up to the mountains and down to the grave. In crystal mountains we make our day. We are 7 ravens, we are flying to the sky. We are flying so low and we are flying so high.
Up to the mountains and down to the glades. In crystal mountains we make our day.
In crystal mountains we make our day. In crystal mountains we make our day. Mountains we make our day. In crystal mountains we make our day. That evening, the 7 brothers never came back. And days passed, weeks passed, months, and even years. The little girl continued growing, and she grew and grew, even became much better. One evening, as they were having their dinner, the father told her, "Did you know that you had 7 brothers who turned into 7 ravens?" The girl was filled with sadness. It was Christmas Day, and she wanted to celebrate this special function event with her 7 brothers. So she was determined to go and look for them. She went into a deep sleep. Following morning, she woke up, took her bag, and packed in a stool, a bottle of water, a warm blanket, some food, and his father's golden ring. And off she went in search of her brothers. It was going to be a very long journey. Safari, oh yeah, safari, abambani mache. Safari, oh yeah, safari, abambani mache. Oh safari, abambani mache. Oh safari, abambani mache. Safari, oh yeah, safari, abambani mache. Safari, girl was getting tired, but still determined to find her 7 brothers. Continued walking through the dark night. Safari, oh yeah, safari, twinkling through the darkness. Starlight shining, starlight bright, share with us your golden light. Starlight shining, starlight bright, Christmas night, we'll see tonight. Starlight shining, starlight bright, share with us your golden light. Starlight shining, starlight bright, Christmas time, we'll see tonight. Christmas time, we'll see tonight. Christmas time, we'll see And the little girl asked the twinkling stars, "Twinkling stars, have you seen my 7 brothers turned into 7 ravens?" And the twinkling stars say, "No, we do not know where they are. But up in the crystal mountain, there lives a wise gnome. Why don't you go and ask the wise gnome?" And the twinkling stars twinkled away. Starlight shining, starlight bright, share with us your golden light. Starlight shining, starlight bright, Christmas time, we'll see tonight. Starlight shining, starlight It was getting dark, and the little girl was afraid of continuing her journey. She couldn't find her way, so she decided to take a rest under a tree. It was getting cold, and the wind going food. She took her warm blanket and wrapped around her. Koyo, 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 kuno. Koyo, koyo, kuno. Koyo, kuno. Koyo, koyo, kuno. Koyo, 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 kuno. Koyo, kuno. Koyo, koyo, kuno. Koyo, koyo, kuno. A new day was here, and the little girl woke up. She stretched herself, and took her bath. It was going to be a long day, going to be a long journey. And off she went in search of her 7 brothers. Walking, walking, walking all day long, searching for my brother. Walking, walking, walking all day long, searching for my brother. We are walking, 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 walking all day long, searching for my brother. Walking, 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 walking all day long, searching for my brother. Searching for my brother. Searching for my brother. She came to the crystal mountain, and up there was a tiny little house. She walked closer to it and knocked at the door. Knock, knock, knock at the door. Knock, knock, is anyone there? Knock, knock, knock at the door. I'm looking for my brother. Knock, knock, knock at the door. Knock, knock, is anyone there? Knock, knock, knock at the door. I'm looking for my brother. I'm looking for my brother. And the wise gnome opened the door, and she saw a little girl. And the little girl asked the wise gnome, "Wise gnome, I'm looking for my 7 brothers who turned into 7 ravens. Do you know where they live?"
Yes, they are with me.
And the wise gnome said, "Yes, the 7 ravens live here with me. And she took the little girl in the house. She got inside the house and looked around. And she saw 7 white plates with food and also glass of water. She took a bite from every plate. Seven plates. Then she took her father's golden ring and dropped it into the glass. Then she went to hide.
Where's your ring?
Then she went to hide, waiting for her 7 brothers to return. That evening, the 7 ravens flew back home. We are 7 ravens, we are flying through the sky. We are flying so low and we are flying so high. Up to the mountains and down to the glade. In crystal mountains we make our day. We are 7 ravens, we are flying through the sky. We are flying so low and we are flying so high. Up to the mountains and down to the glade. In crystal mountains we make our way. In crystal mountains we make our way. In crystal mountains we make our day. 7 ravens got into the house, and looking around, someone had eaten their food, and they wondered who that was. And one of them took a glass of water and drank. Then he saw the golden ring and said, "This is our father's golden ring. Our sister must be around." And immediately, said these words, the sister got out from her hiding place. Sister got out from her hiding place. And when they saw her, all their feathers fell off. And they were happy to see their sister. They were happy to be united again. And they turned back into human. And they went back.
Sorry, ask teacher, you guys.
Turned back into human. And they went back to their home, where they met their father and mother. They went back to their home, where they met their father and mother. They were so happy to see their parents. It was time for celebration because Christmas time was here. And they sang and danced and made merrily. Tayanze, tayanze, la 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 la, tayanze,
Happy New Year. Thank you.